You all know, Donald Trump avoided assassination for the second time in 2 months on Sunday when the Secret Service found a wannabe Ukrainian sitting in the bushes around the fifth or sixth hole of the golf course that the former president was playing at. Now, on today's episode, we will discuss how this latest attempt to kill the former president was covered by the media. Gone were the calls for gun reform laws, replaced by the cruel insinuations that Trump brought this upon himself. You see, in the twisted mind of a leftist and the media, but I repeat myself there, Donald Trump somehow deserves to have his life threatened. He somehow deserves to be put to death in order to save our democracy. Something tells me these same people would not be telling a rape victim that she was asking for it because she was wearing a short skirt that night. These people on the inside, these political lobbyists, media members, career politicians, military appointees, cabinet members, government agency heads, and the rest of our Beltway elites hate this man so much because they cannot control him. He's a billionaire who cannot be bribed with their money. He's rich and famous, so they can't dangle fame in front of him the way they can for a bartender who wears glasses 2 sizes too large. He's naturally charismatic and relatable, so he doesn't need to be in debt to a giant media complex who will manufacture a persona for him like a certain vice president who happens to be running up against him. Trump is selling a vision of holding the failing government agencies accountable. He's campaigning on trimming the fat and closing the useless departments in the federal government. The man is selling a vision of returning power to the people. Trump talks about letting waiters and waitresses keep more of their own tips. He wants to reward the average Joe by allowing him to keep his hard-earned overtime pay tax-free. Donald Trump speaks directly to the people of America that do the real work out there. He appeals to truck drivers, firefighters, plumbers, and electricians. He scares the do-nothing type workers out there because they realize that the jig is up. The DEI experts, the gender peddling predators know that it's almost time for them to go back under those rocks that they were hiding under before the Biden-Harris administration handed them their grift. In short, they want him dead because he brings the same type of vision as Daenerys Targaryen.
Lannister, Targaryen, Baratheon, Stark, Tyrell. They're all just spokes on a wheel. This one's on top, then that one's on top, and on it spins, crushing those on the ground.
It's a beautiful dream. Stopping the wheel. You're not the first person who's ever dreamt it.
I'm not going to stop the wheel. I'm going to break the wheel.
Kennedy, Bush, Biden, Clinton, Cheney, McCain, McConnell. They are all just spokes on a wheel. And it doesn't matter who's on top as long as they're all along for the ride. They realize that Trump is here to break the wheel. And they're willing to see him killed to prevent that from happening. And with that being said, I do believe it's time that we welcome in our good friend, Mr. Ric Flair, because it's showtime, baby. Woo!
Showtime! Woo! Woo!
That was fire.